Well, hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of Whiskey Calling. You know what? I wasn't really planning on shooting a video, but went to the liquor store and bought a whole bunch. Actually, right behind you there, you see there's a whole bunch there. Bought 10 new bottles today back there. So thought I'd crack the first one here tonight. Yeah, I was kind of interested in this one. It's called it's Compass Box, the Peat Monster. So we can give this one a shot here. And see if we can enjoy it here. It's so it's 46%. It's a blended malt Scotch whiskey. You know what? I haven't really. I was in a bar one time and tried 1 dram of Compass Box. I forget which kind it was now. Sorry, but I don't think I've never tried this Peat Monster type. But I keep hearing good things about Compass Box. Obviously, just seems like they have a really good reputation. I didn't know anything much about them, but sort of seemed to notice that they, I don't know. We'll see what it's like. Anyways, it says it's a complex, peaty, smoky. It says natural color, non-chill filtered. Product in Scotland, of course, because it's Scotch here. And yeah, it just says a peaty, smoky Scotch malt whiskey, unlike any other peaty, smoky Scotch malt whiskey. That's because it's our own blend of single malt whiskeys created a style no single distillery can create. So anyways, yeah, so we can give this a shot here, folks. Hope you got a dram yourselves and you're enjoying it. Sunday evening. I booked tomorrow off work the other day, so kind of got a little long weekend here, which is kind of nice. Anyways, what kind of pretty classic looking bottle, hey? Let's see what it's like here. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, yeah. Rich, sweet. Definitely smoky, but there's a rich creaminess to the nose. Let's have a healthy pour. That's a very healthy pour. That's a pretty good pour there, folks. So again, 46% blended. The Peat Monster, Compass Box. See what it smells like. Yeah, definitely kind of a light peatiness. A bit of a richness there. Yeah, kind of a really nice smoke. See what it tastes like. You know what? First sip, fairly fairly muted on the first half of the sip. Actually, a little bit lighter than I was expecting. And by lighter, I just mean kind of doesn't really hit you with too much right away. But then it kind of settles into a bit of that smoke starts to come. Definitely some heat as you're finishing the sip. There's quite a nice long finish here, actually. Yeah, but a little more subtle than maybe I was expecting. With a name like Peat Monster, you're kind of expecting to be maybe a little bit more in your face a little bit. Like maybe something like Smokehead comes to mind or something, but this is a little subtler than that, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly subtle. But again, yeah, second sip, same thing. It's kind of a first half, it's a little bit quite light, not a lot of flavor. But then there's sort of a punch of flavor about 60% into the sip. It hits you, the spice hits you, a little more smoke starts to roll. And then it's almost like on the finish, it's like the smoke takes a second to really go, and then it's almost a delayed effect. And the finish is quite nice. Have a long, smoky finish. It's almost like the smoke is in your mouth, in your throat, and then it kind of almost comes out after a little bit. It's kind of just moving through. Whereas some peated whiskeys, it's more of a that smoke hits you right away. Right as soon as as you take the sip. This is a little more of a delayed effect almost. Yeah, sort of a subtle delayed smokiness. Interesting. One more sip. You know what, same thing. All three sips were kind of consistent. It's almost a little bit of now there's almost a little bit of a rich peppery something starting to come out too. So a little bit of a peppery saltiness, or yeah, you know what, on the third sip now, a little more complexities are starting to come out. Sometimes you crack a bottle, you're excited to have it, and you're shooting a video and you crack it and just boom, and you're drinking a little bit too quickly. So this is and you're a lot of times it's much more about savoring it, keeping your mouth longer, and just kind of letting it letting the flavors kind of come out. So this is a bit of a rushed take on it for sure. So I'm going to settle into this bottle and enjoy it over the next while, and let you guys know what I think. This is just sort of a first impression. But yeah, it's definitely, in the first impression, a little subtler than maybe the name, the Peat Monster. You're really expecting, like I was saying before, really expecting, whoa! And it's not quite like that. It's definitely smoky, definitely peaty, but it's not gonna, knock you right off your ass, I guess, sort of like maybe a smoke head is one thing, or something like, even the Ardbeg Ugadale. That's one I really like, but there's just a rich smokiness that really hits you. And there's a few other out there, Lefroy, let's say Lefroy 10 is really hits you. This is a little bit more subtle. Might even remind you a little bit of a Johnny Walker Gold, almost a little bit, like smokier than that, but Johnny Walker kind of has a little bit of smoke in there, and it's subtle, and it's, or maybe a Johnny Walker Black, But of course, this is different again. Peat Reek is one that I like and I've had before in the past. This reminds you a little bit of that. But then again, this is subtler than that too. It's not as smoky as that one. I would say this seems less smokier than even, let's see, an Ardbeg 10 even. But again, but you know what? Yeah, as if I'm a fourth sip and your palate adjusts to it a little bit. There's a little more texture and stuff going on there. It's more of it's a subtle smoke. It's a subtle peat, which sometimes can be really nice. So yeah, I'm going to settle in this bottle. I look forward to getting into it a bit further. But folks, thanks for stopping by. Let me know. I hope you're enjoying something yourself as you watched, and if you like Compass Box, please let me know, what are some good ones to try. I haven't tried too many of them, but I have the impression that they're probably a pretty good quality product. So anyways, folks, have a great Sunday night. We'll talk to you again soon.